Kamala Harris will be the United States' next vice president. She will be the first Madam Vice President and the first Black and Asian person to ever hold the office. This is monumental, but these milestones, all of these firsts, they're really nothing new for Harris. We've been hearing a lot about Kamala, the politician, since she first entered the race for president last year. And today, I actually want to talk about Kamala, the person, and how she got to where she is. So, Kamala was born in Oakland, California. She's the child of immigrants, Donald Harris, a Stanford professor of economics from Jamaica, and Shamala Goplin Harris, a biologist who emigrated from India and whose work led to major advances in breast cancer research. Her parents divorced when she was very young, so Kamala was often on the move, and she grew up between Oakland and Palo Alto. When she began kindergarten, she was actually one of many students who were bused to school in more affluent neighborhoods as part of Berkeley's comprehensive desegregation program. But her weekends in Palo Alto with her dad, those were another story. She's recalled that, if any of you have children or dogs, you will understand my situation right now. She's recalled that many children in that neighborhood were actually not allowed to play with her and her sister because they were Black. She studied political science and economics at Howard University, which is the most prestigious Black university in the United States, with alumni that include writer Toni Morrison, Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall, the late actor Chadwick Boseman, and now, of course, the first Black vice president. She returned to the West Coast in 1989 to earn her law degree from UC Hastings in San Francisco. Just a year after graduating, Kamala began working as the Deputy District Attorney in Oakland. This is where she made her reputation as a tough prosecutor. From 1990 to 2000, she assisted DAs to various districts around Northern California, gaining experience in a wide range of departments, from unemployment to crime and child abuse services. Her career quickly took off in 2003, however, when she was elected as the District Attorney of San Francisco. Just 6 years later, Kamala was then elected to be California's Attorney General, which is the state's top lawyer and law enforcement official. As the Attorney General, Kamala began demonstrating her political independence. I wanted to share some specific cases because I think that they're really interesting and they give good insight into her career. She led California in a consumer protection suit, which was a multi-state investigation of mortgage lending that led to the 2008 financial crisis. This targeted the largest banks in the country. In a risky move that drew a lot of criticism, she rejected California Bank's $2 billion settlement offer to homeowners. The banks eventually caved though, and they forked over $20 billion. Pretty impressive. Now for criminal justice reform. She has mixed reviews. Here, Harris's record on wrongful conviction cases as Attorney General has gotten criticism from academics and activists who say that she used technicalities in the law to keep people behind bars. Environmental protection was a priority for her. This particular case was wild. Volkswagen agreed to pay up to $14.7 billion to settle claims related to a device that they used in their cars to cheat emission standards and actually emitted up to 40 times more chemicals than what was legally allowed. Under Kamala's leadership, California secured a nearly $15 billion settlement. But this is what particularly stood out for me. Kamala actually got a lot of heat from her own community for choosing to be a prosecutor. Civil rights attorneys have historically been defense attorneys, defending oppressed people against an oppressive system. To many, her choice to be a prosecutor was siding with the enemy. But Kamala saw it differently. She noted how she rarely came across a prosecutor in court who looked like her. And this mattered for Harris. She knew that it was important to be in the room, to be a decision maker. And I think that's pretty cool. In 2016, she won the race for California Senate by a landslide. And we all know what came next. I know we just covered a lot, but this is really just a small part of the vice president-elect's long and impressive career, and it's only the beginning. So while Kamala has been the first in many of her positions, she most certainly will not be the last, as she often reminds us.